Avatar, The Last Airbender Season 1. Finally finished it. I thought we had 10 episodes, but we only have 8. I like it. I really do like it. At times, I felt like it was dragging, but I was like, I'm here to understand the story. I saw that horrible 2010 movie and I was like, don't ever, and I feel like nobody ever shows that movie again. But I did watch a little bit of the cartoon as well, like the anime version, and especially when I was a kid, because I understood, what Avatar was, and I was just like, I knew that he was the last airbender, so I knew that, but I didn't know the whole elements of him going and mastering out, like kind of like the story. So I like the story of fire lords, the 4 elements of him having to go to is it Nishu? I'm gonna really butcher the names. The Earth Kingdom, and finding out that Boomy was his old friend. That when he was around, like he knew Boomy, and he heard it when he like, and he started snoring. He was like, Boomy, and he was like, yup. Like he just but you can see how Boomy was so heartless and so jaded, because he was just asking him, how'd you survive for so long? Like that's over 100 years ago. How are you so old? And he was like, how are you? I was like, but you could tell like I love their clash of them fighting. Although, in spoiler alert, like when Boomy got captured at the end, I feel like Boomy is going to be that person to help him master the earth element and know how to move the elements. I like the fact that, spanning from, because I was like on episode 3 with Kyoshi, that's why I kept saying Kyoshi, but I love the fact that other avatars can help him. Like he can go to the avatar state to kind of like be in a meditation, to go talk to them and seek advice. I love how he was able to go talk to the ex-Fire Lord Roku, who was the avatar for the Fire Nation, and he was able to talk to. He was like, "Yeah, I got you." Like they love to play, and he was just like, but to seek that advice was really cool. Even with the last North, like the Northwest, like water Kingdom, and he got to talk to I think like Kusa, if his name or something like that. But and how he was like, yeah, we can't, like everyone's soul and spirit was different, for him. And even I was like, I still got like really emotional when he was able to see brother or like Ooshu, when he was in the spirit realm and having to find Sokka and Katara, sorry, Jesus. But and he got to kind of talk to him while the other ones got there by the faceless guy like Ko. So I was like, and how, and he was always like, no, my path is different. My path is here to be with you. So I'm in the spirit realm, so you can come and talk to me. So, but he's not always going to be there, because when he went back to the spirit realm looking for him, he was gone. And I was like, man. So it's like, you'll see him probably come and go, but it's at a time where he can try to find him. And I like the aspect of Prince Zoku, and the fact that he's such a whiny brat, but he's obsessed with the avatar because he wants to prove to his father that he's not weak. But although it showed that when he was talking, and when the uncle was talking to the soldiers, like, no, he actually sacrificed more than you know. And he was like, Fire Lord was about to obliterate you guys. And Prince Zoku stepped in and was like, no, y'all war plans, and that's why he is on the quest with them, because he was obsessed with you guys, because you guys were doing what you guys were supposed to do. And the war plans that his father had made was going to make sure that you guys died. And the soldier was like, man. So they was like, man, they really respected him at the end, because I'm like, they always talk crap about him. They even gave up. He was like, oh yeah, he found the avatar. Like they double crossed. They hated him. They hated him as being he's abusive, and he's always like this. And it was like, man, his tantrums and stuff. But finally, the uncle finally told them, why he's like that, and that's why he's basically here, because he's a kid, bro. He's still a kid, and he needs a father figure to help him and guide him right. Only because he shows compassion. He's not a complete ruthless person. He does show compassion. And even with the Admiral, he was just like, he didn't kill him. So I was telling myself, I'm like, he really loves his people. it's just the fact that he will be a good ruler, but he's just a kid, you know, because he still had that compassion aspect. So I like his story arc, and it's still not fully fleshed out, but now him and his uncle is basically on the run because his uncle killed the admiral. So I like how it ended, that you see different spirits, especially with the princess, who is the actual fox in the spirit realm that talked to Sokka. And I was telling myself, I was like, I like that aspect of finding what Sokka is going to be, because he feels in his mind that he's not a warrior because he overheard his father say that he doesn't know what it has to be a leader. So that kind of haunts him. And the fact that, you know, at the end, it was like, you don't have to be a warrior to be a hero. That's really what you are, you know? So he was kind of like understanding his journey, and Katara understanding her water bending skills and becoming a master as she gets taught. And even with the marshal, or, you know, the guy over in charge was telling her, like, no, women don't fight. And then at the tail end of it, was like, man, we were wrong, you know? So he gave her the spirit water. It was like, man, it can help you heal. So I'm pretty sure she's going to use that and continue her water bending skills, and also training Aang, and as Aang teaches her as well, like they get to train each other about water bending and mastering the other elements as she mastered hers. So I like the story arcs of everyone. And then even with Ko, of just what happened as far as some of these spirit, and how Aang can give his life, sacrifice himself to be like, I would take shape and take form of one of these avatars and unleash it, you know? So he was giving his life. But the first time we saw it, when Kyoshi did it, that was like the best fight of the whole series, where Kyoshi came down and used all 4 elements. It was like, she looked scary as hell. Like, she looked scary, but it's like that Japanese, like, war paint that she has on, but she can master all 4 of the skills, and how she did it on the island to protect her island. And I was like, because she was the first one telling, like, man, you can use us, and you can, like, the avatar power is more than you know. So it's a lot Aang has to learn. But at the tail end of it, he was like, I'm gonna just give myself to the spirit and unleash it to save it. And he also seen the carnage, and that's like a true prophecy of his. But, you know, he still has a lot more to do. And as they learning each other and learning not to carry that sorrow, not to carry that pain, but to just move forward because you have a job to do. I think next season, we're going to see a lot more fighting and a lot more mastering and a lot more bending. And I'm here for it. I really give this season a 9 out of 10. Only I feel like because we could have did 2 more episodes, we could have just did a full 10. But I think that their budget is going to be bigger for season 2 because of the positive reviews. The only review I did see briefly was some people was like, when Sokka and Katara was in the tunnels, that's not accurate. So I was telling myself it's based off of who, like the purists who stick to the source materials, or if Netflix wants to change it to skew everyone's mind and have it a conflicted story. But nevertheless, I did enjoy it. I'm telling myself, I'm like, the CGI, mwah. Yeah, I want more. I want more. So, you guys enjoyed my review of Avatar: The Last Airbender Season 1. Subscribe to my channel. Post a comment down below and like the video. It's your boy, D Dyson. Peace.